In Proverbs 10:12, hate stirs up conflicts, but love covers all wrong. You know, overcoming hate with love. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that is as old as humanity itself, yet as fresh as the morning news headlines. It is deep, ongoing battle that takes place inside the human heart, a struggle between love and hate. Sometimes you hear movies of love and hate, but if we look around the world today, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We see divisions in our communities. We see anger online. We see conflicts across the globe. But if we are completely honest with ourselves, the most critical battle doesn't happen out there in the world. It happens right here inside of us. Love and hate lives close together in the human heart. There are competing forces, both fighting for control over how we think, how we speak, and how we treat one another. Every single day we face crossroads. We can choose we can choose the path of love, which builds up, heals, or brings peace, or we can slip into a path of animosity and hate, which tears down, hurts, and starts fights. Today, let's look closely at these two powerful forces and learn how real choice to love can stop anger before it even grows. Dangers of hate. Let's start by looking honestly at danger of hate. Often we think of hate as a loud, explosive emotion, like a massive outburst of rage. But more often than that, not hate starts as something much smaller. It starts as a tiny seed of resentment. Someone hurts your feelings, or treats us unfairly, or disagrees with us. If we don't handle that moment with care, a small seed takes root and it grows into a grudge, then into bitterness, and eventually it turns into hate. What does hate actually do to us? Hate starts trouble. It creates big arguments and breaks up families, friendship, communities apart. It acts like a fire catching onto everything it touches and burns down years of trust in a matter of seconds. Hate blinds the heart. When we let bitterness take over, we lose our patience, our perspective. We stop seeing people as human beings made in the image of God. Instead, we look at them only as enemies or obstacles. Hate stops us from seeing the good in others and blocks us from showing, showing grace. Perhaps most importantly, hate destroys our peace. There is an old saying that holding a grudge is like drinking a poison, expecting the other person to die. Hate hurts the person holding it just as much as the person is pointing at. Robs you of your joy, steals your sleep, weighs you down your spirit. It's a heavy burden that no one was meant to carry. The high calling of love. Thankfully, we do not have the poison. Thankfully, we do not have to be prisoners of bitterness. We have been given a much better way to live, and that is the path of love. But we must be careful with how we define love. In our culture, love is often treated as a soft, fleeting feeling. We say we love a movie, or we love specific foods, or we feel a wave of affection for someone. But real transformative love is not just a warm feeling. Love is an action. It's a deliberate choice. It means doing good for others even when it's hard, even when we don't deserve it, and even when they cannot pay you back. True love is patient, kind, and humble, and it doesn't demand its own way. Love covers wrong. This doesn't mean we ignore injustice or pretend that bad things didn't happen. Rather, it means that instead of fighting back with the same weapons of anger or insult, love works to bring peace and forgiveness. It breaks the cycle of retaliation. When someone throws fire at you, love responds with water, not more fuel. Love truly sees people. It looks past the surface, looking past the angry words, the political differences, and the past mistakes. Love looks at a person and sees their value, treating them with mercy, just as God treats each of us. Think about how much difference our homes, our schools, our workplaces would be like if we led this kind of active love. It has the power to disarm an argument and heal a broken relationship before the damage is done. Practical steps for everyday life. So how do we practically live this out? How do we walk out of those doors today and choose love over hate while life gets messy? It comes down to 3 daily choices. Number 1, forgiveness quickly. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Let our grudges, all resentment, every single day. If you hold on to them until tomorrow, they become harder to unpack. Forgiveness is for daily vacuuming of soul, keeping the bitterness from settling into the carpet of your heart. Hate the wrong, but love the person. We just stand firmly against evil, injustice, and harm. We should never tolerate wrongdoing, but we should separate the bad actions from the human soul. Stand up for the bad actions from the human soul. Stand up for what is right, but always wish well for the people involved, hoping they find healing and transformation. Show intentional kindness. Try to bring light to darkness moments with gentle words and helpful hands. When someone is rude to you, respond with a quiet, polite answer. When you see someone being left out, invite them in. Small acts of kindness are most powerful weapons we have against cultural hostility. In conclusion, we close today remembering that the choice belongs to you. No one can force you to hate. No one can stop you from loving. Every morning when you wake up, every time you interact with another person, you are making a decision which force will rule your heart. Let's be a people who chooses light. Let us lay down the heavy, exhausting burden of bitterness and pick up the life-giving path of love. But by doing so, we don't just find peace in ourselves. We bring a little more God peace into the world that separately needs it. Thank you, and may you walk in love this week and put your trust in God and keep on growing in Him and let Him lead your path. Because as long as He leads your path, you'll be all right. Let God control your heart in love.